Right, a quick video on forming and solving equations. This is a typical question. We see here that Sarah is X years old, so we don't know how old Sarah is, but we know she's X years old. Thomas is 3 years older than Sarah. David is twice as old as Sarah, and the total of their ages is 51. So the first question, part A, asks us for an expression for Thomas's age in terms of X. Well, if Sarah is X years old and Thomas is 3 years older, then Thomas's age will be Sarah's age X, and he's 3 years older, so just plus 3. So that's Thomas's age, 3 years older than Sarah, who's X years old, X plus 3. So for example, if Sarah was say 12, Thomas would be 15, wouldn't he? 3 years older, 12 plus 3, 15. Then goes on to say, write an expression for David's age in terms of X. It says here that David is twice as old as Sarah. So 2 times X, 2 times Sarah's age. So again, if Sarah was 12, then David would be 2 times 12, 24, which we will write as 2X. Then finally it says, form an equation in X to work out Sarah's age. Well, for this one, we're going to need to use the total is 51 there. So we know that Sarah is X years old. And for the total, we will need to add to Sarah's age Thomas's and David's. Well, Thomas is X plus 3. So we put plus X plus 3. And then finally, David is 2X. Now, the best thing to do first here is to collect the like terms. So you can see here we've got 3 X terms. We've got one lot of X plus another lot of X plus 2 lots of X. So in total, we have 4 lots of X. And we have no other numbers other than the plus 3. So we end up with 4X plus 3 as the total of their ages. We know that 4X plus 3 is equal to 51. So we can write that in. And now we need to solve this equation. 4X plus 3 equals 51. Well, to do that, the first thing we need to do is to try and get the X's on this left-hand side by themselves. So to do that, we need to get rid of this plus 3 here. And the obvious way to do that is to subtract 3. And that gets rid of it, doesn't it? However, we had an equation, both sides being equal. The left-hand side's now 3 less than the right-hand side. So in order to keep the equations equal, to keep them balanced, we have to subtract 3 from the right as well. So if we take 3 off 51, we get 48. So if 4 lots of X is 48, then 1 lot of X, we would have to divide by 4, wouldn't we? So divide by 4, and again we have to do it to both sides. So 4X divided by 4 leaves us with X, and 48 divided by 4 leaves us with 12. So in fact, the number I guessed at the beginning is actually correct, isn't it? Sarah is 12 years old. That was a complete fluke. I hadn't worked it out at that point. But Sarah is 12 years old. So that implies then that Sarah is 12 years old. Okay, and that's it. So in that we have formulated equations, firstly for Thomas's age, then for David's age, and then for the total of the ages. We've made them into a formula equal to 51, and we've then solved the equation, which is also involved collecting like terms.